In word problems, we have to form the equation from the information given. So there might be quite a lengthy sentence, and you have to distract the algebra from that. There's a procedure which I've indicated here on the next slide. The first step would be to determine the unknown quantity and choose a logical letter to represent it. I think that's quite important. A diagram also would help. Write the equation, then you solve the equation just like we've done before, and then lastly you have to give the answer using the correct units. That is very important. As usual, some examples, straight into it. Here we've got a fully loaded jet that prior to takeoff carries 160,000 kilogram of fuel, people and luggage. Now its weight is 325,000 kilogram. What is the empty plane's weight? Now, it's a lot of information there. How can we solve that problem? Well, we let the empty plane's weight be W, a logical letter, as I've said before. So we let that be W. Then we know that W plus the 660,000 must be equal to 325,000. Here I've got my equation. Then I solve that by transposition to get W equal 165,000, and then finally I put it in the correct units. The weight of the empty plane is 165,000 kilogram. That's a very straightforward problem, although you have to do a bit of thinking about it. The next problem is a little bit more difficult. Here Bill originally had $54 and saved $12 per month until he had $150. For how many months did he save? Well, we let the number of months be M, a logical letter. Then we get this equation, the $54 he had originally plus 12M, because every month he saves 12, so it's 12 times M, and the total he wants is 150. We get the linear equation. Transposition first, 12M is 150 minus 54, and that works out to 96. Divide finally 96 by 12 to get 8. Put the correct units down, in this case it's month, so Bill saved for 8 months. A little bit more difficult. The next problem, you really have to do some thinking. Here we go, problem number 3. In this problem, we've got a rectangle that is twice as long as it is wide. The perimeter is 48 centimeters. Find the width and then the area. Here we deal with two letters, W for the width and A for the area. Let's have a look. What do we know? Well, we know that the length is 2 times the width, so I've got length equals 2W, but I also know that the perimeter is 48. Now, in terms of the perimeter formula for a rectangle, it's always 2 lots of length plus breadth. So in this case, it becomes 2 lots of W plus 2W, which is 6W. So I get 48 equals 6W. From that, I can get, of course, what W is, the width, that's 8. Now, then, if you draw a little diagram, you can get the width as 8. We know that the length must be twice as long, so that's 16. Consequently, the area becomes 8 times 60 equals 128. There's just enough time for one more problem. Let's have a look. Problem 4. We've got the total takers at a football match is 195,390. Adults pay $22 and children $12. And there are 3 times as many adults. Let n be the number of children. Then we've got 12 times n, because n is the number of children. They pay $12. 3 times as many adults as children, so that's 3n. They pay 22. That comes to that amount. Simplify, that comes to 78. N equals 195,390. Divide through and give the answer, of course, in the correct units, 2,505 children.